Before I get started recording content today, I wanted to jump on and talk about something that is continue to come up in coaching calls with entrepreneurs and their pursuit of building their business. If you're an entrepreneur, that's the goal, right? To build an actual business and not to buy a job. I think a lot of people are asking, where is everyone going? I mean, you look at the unemployment numbers, you look at the number of businesses that are hiring, and the workforce like seems like it just disappeared. Well, it didn't disappear. I think a lot of those people decided to go out and work for themselves, decided to go out and try to build a business, decided to go out and kind of control their own destiny. And I respect it. I've been a lifelong entrepreneur, something that I'm very passionate about. Now I spend my time speaking from the stage and also coaching business owners on how they can set up their businesses. And really, first, how can they set up their lives? I think you have to start with what kind of life you want to have and then back into that, into your business. What do I mean by that? Oftentimes, if you are a practitioner, if you're someone that's very skilled at a job, you tend to leave your job and then start that business on your own. And it makes a lot of sense. The challenge is you don't do enough planning on the front side, so then it's going to be challenging for you to actually grow and scale that business. So, and you don't even know what you're growing it for. Like, are you growing it for the sake of growing it? You're growing it for the sake I want to make more money? Like, what? How much is that? Let's put some definitions to that number. So, I think what's really great about getting started in business, and if you're a business owner, the first thing I think you have to do is figure out what kind of life you want to what kind of life you want to have. And I think that's important because once you figure out what kind of life you want to have, like say if you're here, right here, I'm drawing stick figures, and say you want to be here, whatever reason, what we need to do is get you on a bridge to figure out what steps you need to take to go from here to get to there. So I hope that makes sense to you. And there could be money, right? Could be time. It could be freedom. It could be a lot of different things. But you have to define what those are and put some actual numbers to these things in order for you to be clear about your direction. And why is that important? Direction is extremely important because without direction, we don't know exactly what our next steps need to do to take us to where we need to go. It was this line on Alice in Wonderland, and it was Alice, and she was in like a fork in the road, and it was a cat. When she got to the fork in the road, she asked the cat, "Tell me which way to go." And then the cat said, "I don't know. It depends on like where you're going. What's your destination?" She said, "I don't care anywhere." So then the cat says, "Well, I guess any road would take you there then." And that's oftentimes how businesses are set up. They don't know where they're going, and they're going down this direction for a little bit. They stop, then they go down this direction for a little bit, and then you wonder why you can't find employees. Well, the reason you can't find employees is because they're confused about the direction on where you're going, and they want to have security. So they really want you as the business owner to figure this out. They'll help you get there, but they got to know where there is. So for me, I created this framework in which I teach and I help people kind of get some direction in their life. I believe not only do you need a plan on where you want to be in your business, but you have a plan on where you should be in your relationships, your finances, spirituality. I think it's a holistic life that we have to live and be the best in each area of our lives. So what I do is I break it down to this framework that I use, and this is C. Wow, that's a big C right there. So C, first thing I want to do is I want to understand my current situation. I want to figure out where I'm currently at, right? So current situation. And then next, I want to figure out H. I want to hone in on my desired destination. So the next thing is like, where do you want to go? Oh, that's awful handwriting, but you get the point. So then the A is that we apply the 80-20 principle. And the principle states that 20% of what we do actually yields 80% of our results. So we have to really identify exactly what we need to do to grow our business, what we need to do to get in our best shape of our lives, what we need to do to have great relationships, what are those things we need to do, and how we figure that out is by doing what I call a EAD model. That's when we either eliminate, right? Here, we'll go right here. So this is how I figure out that 80-20. I take it right here. I put 3 lines, and I figure out 3 things, right? I figure out, 1, what can we eliminate? Because so many things that we're doing, it's not going to get us to our desired destination. So we got to figure out what it is that we can eliminate, stop doing altogether, because it's not going to get us close to where we need to go. Next, what can we automate? We can automate so many things in our lives. Automate so many things in our businesses, payroll. We automate some subscriptions. We can automate some emails. We can automate some phone calls. So many things we can automate. And then last is delegate. And we talked about hiring people. When you delegate, you got to figure out how exactly you're delegating and where it is they need to go and what those tasks look like. And I think that's important because after you do those things, the next thing you want to do is you want to take massive action, right? Right here, cool. So massive action. So you figure out where you are, your current situation, your skill sets, you figure out where you want to be. And that's important because where you want to be should be very clear in terms of dollar amounts, how many days you want a week off, how many hours, what you're going to do with that time. Just be very specific in what that looks like. Applying the 80-20 principle, taking massive action because P is the pursuit of that champion transformation. And I think this is like an ongoing thing, ongoing pursuit. Is going to last forever because, I don't know about you, but I want to continue to grow. I want to continue to thrive in my life, in my business, in my relationships, in my finances, in every area. Because there's no reason why you can't. So I think that's important while you're getting started in your business. First thing, understanding where it is you want to go. And then you can get very specific then about what services you offer, what kind of team you need to build out, because there's a lot of different opportunities, but everyone shouldn't be for you. So you got to figure out what you're passionate about, what you're skilled in, what you can execute on, and more importantly than that is then what kind of quality of life does that afford you? Because if the goal is happiness, freedom, to spend time with the people that you love, then that should be built in first, and then figure out what kind of business you need to operate in order to give you that freedom, that time for you to do what you love, okay? So that's what I got for you today. There's a bunch of information that you can find about what it is that we do in more detail on my website, and that's champceo.com. On that website, it just goes over a bunch of information about what it is we do, how we help small business owners unlock it, build their foundations, decide their KPIs, and then drive predictable sales. So if you're interested, you can go on there, take a look at our resource guide, get some more help on growing your business. All right, that's what I got for you today. Any questions, please hit me up. And yeah, man, I think there's enough in this world, in my abundance thinking, an abundance mindset that we all can make it. But some of us, just need a little bit of help, a little bit of guidance, and that's okay. I think I'm still there. I still get coached. I still read quite a bit, take courses, because I want to be the best I could be. And I wish that for you as well. And go out there, be great today. Go out there, put a great day together, win your day, and really start deciding what you need to do to have that great future. All right, man. Y'all take care. I'll holler at y'all soon.